Is this heaven?
No, it's a podcast. Welcome to the Field of Geeks podcast.
Hello and welcome to Field of Geeks episode 177. I'm Josh.
I'm Steve.
I'm Megan.
Happy Halloween, everyone. We've gathered some treats for this episode, so please stay tuned and enjoy. With Halloween, do you guys have any plans, favorite traditions, costumes you've worn, candy, memories in general?
We don't really do much anymore. I mean, of course, with Claire gone and stuff. We have a couple friends of ours. They do a Halloween party every year, and that's tomorrow night. So we're heading out there and just doing that, drinking beer and hanging out, and
nice.
That is it.
Are you dressing up?
Yeah, this year's theme is like your favorite TV show character. So I have a. Neither of you will even know what this is, but I have a Gizmonix T-shirt from Mystery Science Theater 3000.
Okay, cool.
And that's what Joel, the first host, had on his shirt, and so I'm going to wear that. And then Jennifer's wearing a Rosebud Motel shirt from Schitt's Creek.
Yes.
Yeah, and she's going to wear some flannel over it and go as Stevie.
Oh, that's cool. That's the receptionist girl, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Sweet. That sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah, it should be a good time.
What's your go-to candy? I guess any time, but especially Halloween.
For Halloween, probably a Reese's, or I'm a big M&M's fan.
Like all M&Ms or a specific type of them?
Specifically plain or peanut. Either one of those two.
Yeah.
No peanut butter?
Yeah,
they're okay. I just can't eat more than 2 or 3 at a time without questioning my life choices.
He doesn't want the peanut butter because that's already smooth. He needs the nut to bite into.
Yes.
I completely agree.
The crunch. Yes.
Yes.
Megan and I both like the nut to bite into.
Yes, we do.
What about you, Megan?
I will have to second the Reese's. I love them. I'll eat a whole bag if it's not taken away. I also like peanut M&Ms.
Good choice. You pass.
As far disclaimer included. And then I don't think we have any traditions. I guess we carve a pumpkin, every
Sweet.
year, but that just seems very normal.
Yeah.
Not like Steve, obviously. I don't go to some party and dress up.
Get blasted. Yeah.
No. I am currently wearing a fireman hat though, so I am dressed up currently.
Well, thank you for
Where'd you get
volunteering.
that?
From my child's bedroom or else.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Oh, no.
I didn't say nothing.
He doesn't have to.
Exactly.
This episode will be, full of some surprises, Halloween themed. Also, we'll be doing news as usual. Let's get to it. Superman's new slogan, truth, justice, and a better tomorrow. What are your thoughts?
So, the old one was truth, justice, and the American way.
Yep.
This is one of those things where it's impossible to critique it without getting in trouble. So I like it. I'll say this. I don't dislike it,
mm-hmm.
but I think that they're drinking through a fire hose with changing things up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And, when you do that, I think you can alienate a portion of your audience, whether that's the audience you like or not, quickly,
mm-hmm.
as opposed to making maybe gradual changes in the books and the way the characters are, etc., and allowing that to internalize as opposed to, just throwing it down everybody's throat at once.
Right. You read a lot more comics than I do. How long has it been since he's really said that classic line, the American way?
Well, and that's the thing. They really don't even talk about it anymore.
Right. So why bring it back, I guess?
So why? Yeah, right. I mean, why bring it back just to kill it to switch to something else? Because again, I don't really dislike the phrase. I mean,
No.
it's pretty. There's nothing to not like about it. It's just it's changing it up, and if there are any conservative audience out there for comics, it's just DC is really just trying to get rid of those people. And,
I guess so.
And quite honestly, they spend money just as well as a liberal audience.
Right.
I have no comment.
Truth, Justice, and a Better Tomorrow. That's quality right there. So Adam Warlock has been cast. Of course, this was teased in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. Steve, are you able to tell us a little bit about Adam Warlock?
I really am not. He's a very powerful character. I know that. It was created by Stan Lee and Jack Kirby. He's a cosmic type character. I wasn't reading a lot of Marvel back in those days when he was introduced and during some of that heyday, but he's a popular character. I honestly don't know a lot about him.
All I know is from Guardians Volume 2, where they're making him at the end to get back at the Guardians, the gold people, whatever their names were. I forgot. But of course, they'll start shooting that later this year. James Gunn is returning. Willy Wonka returns. They released photos, so they're doing a prequel movie to Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Timothy Chalamet, he's a big hot throb right now. That's what Steve tells me anyway. He's doing a prequel to...
He's a what?
He's a heartthrob.
I thought you said hot throb.
Oh.
Maybe I did. I picked a bad day to quit drinking.
He's going to be big. He already is big, but he's going to continue to be big.
I know he's got Dune out, which I want to see. Looks amazing. Yeah, he's...
Hot throb.
Hot.
Hot throb.
Hotty toddy.
Is he going to be like
Hot
the
Rob.
Leo in Titanic or like the Ben Affleck and Josh Hartnett in Pearl Harbor? Is that what
I
he's shaping to be?
I don't know.
It's just my childhood.
I mean, I'll say the photos for Willy Wonka Returns look pretty interesting. He kind of looks like he's trying to look like not Gene Hackman. Oh my God.
Gene Wilder?
Yes. I had one of the genes, right? There you go. Yeah. So it looks pretty good. I don't know if it's something we really want, but hopefully it'll be good. Nope.
I think I am too old to
care.
No, I'm not that old. I'm actually not. No, he's only 25. Okay, I can't. Yeah,
Slam.
He is a good-looking man. Slam. I don't know what that means, but slam.
I think when they say prequel to Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, they mean the book, not the... Hopefully they don't mean the Tim Burton one, because, yeah, that's...
How could they? They couldn't, so they have to mean the other one.
Right.
There's no way.
Yeah. So, I don't know. Interesting choice for him to do that, but costume looks great so far, so maybe next year Steve will dress up as him. Who knows?
Boom.
So anyway, that's coming out March 17th, 2023, so pack your bags and get in line. That's right.
I will.
Do we all like the 70s show here?
Yes.
Yes? Were you around when the 70s show was out?
I was around, but I did not like it.
You did not like it?
No, I wasn't a sitcom person, really, even now, but more in my youth. I hated sitcoms.
Yeah. Just always saw the corniness of them, the fake. So you're not a Happy Days fan, let's say.
Nope.
Netflix is bringing Kurtwood Smith back and Deborah Jo Rupp, who played Red and Kitty Foreman for the 90s show, or that 90s show.
With those two in it, I'm extremely happy about it because, Red Foreman's an iconic character, one of the best TV characters out there. So I don't know. I mean, I can't see it not being funny.
Yeah.
So what is it is it just gonna be kind of the same concept as that 70s show, but in the 90s?
Yeah, I think so. Like, so they're looking after their granddaughter, Leah, who is Eric and Donna's daughter. I have no idea if she's got, I'm assuming she has a group of friends. It'll be interesting, it being in the 90s. Like, I don't know what they can, like, slap on bracelets, New Kids on the Block. What are they going to be talking about? I'm not sure. Or if there'll even be, like, marijuana in it. I don't know. I guess.
Overalls, Sesame Street.
Sesame Street.
Yeah. Sesame Street was big. What are you talking about?
Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter.
Oh, yeah, they could bring video games into it. Yeah.
Exactly.
That would be cool. Yeah, what else? I don't know. Maybe they'll go to the mall a lot.
Yeah, I was gonna say the mall. It's funny how you can't remember until it's like on the screen, and then you're like, oh yeah.
Yes. Yeah, I can't think of anything else. I mean, they'll reference TV shows and such. Yeah, I think
Barney in the 90s?
Yep.
Or was that like more towards the 2000s?
Late 90s, yeah, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mid to late 90s.
Yeah.
Freaking boy bands came out in the late 90s.
Right.
Just saying.
Yeah. TRL. MTV TRL.
Yes. How will we forget? MTV TRL was such a big thing. Yeah.
Well, especially if they go early 90s, because you get in all that, Milli Vanilli.
Polly Pockets, slap bracelets.
Yep.
I'm trying to think of what roller skating rings. I mean, that was still a thing.
Rollerblades,
I'm
yeah.
trying to think of like things that they would be doing in the show that you did in the
Arcades,
90s.
maybe.
Yep.
Yeah, I think it'd be pretty cool.
Grunge music.
Grunge,
The
yes.
Macarena.
They're going to have in their group of friends, there's going to be one dude who's in that phase. So there'll be that character.
The what phase?
The grunge,
Oh, yeah.
Like Nirvana t-shirt.
Nirvana, Pearl Jam.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Long hair. Yep. Drums on everything. Yeah, I think it'll be
And the
pretty
next
cool.
friend will like Boys to Men.
I actually liked Boys to Men growing up.
I'm not saying anything bad about it. I'm just saying like the different styles of music were really wide in the 90s.
They
Yes.
really were.
They were. Mariah Carey, Whitney Houston.
Tupac.
Yep, Tupac. You'll probably have one of them trying to be a gangster. Did you say Vicky?
Biggie, yeah.
P. Diddy or Puff Daddy? Yeah. No, I can't wait to see Red's reaction to all this stuff. I'm sure it's going to be pretty damn good. Yeah, I look
If he
forward
doesn't
to
say
it.
the word dumbass in the first episode, I'm turning it off.
Oh, yeah, he will. He will. Don't amp it up. It's Netflix, so maybe it'll be R-rated a little bit. Who knows? He can say more things. I always had a joy seeing a good villain play like a good guy, even though, Red Foreman's strict and stuff. But yeah, he was funny and, he wasn't a villain or anything like that. But that was cool to see on that show. And that thing ran for a long time. So, yeah, and I know they did have the 80s
I
show.
thought. So, yeah, and I didn't like that as much.
No, I don't think it lasted too long.
And I graduated high school in the 80s, and I still thought it was lame.
Yeah, just kind of like doing too many spin-offs at once, yeah. But, it's been about 20 years, so this is perfect timing, really. They've all aged 20 years, so no makeup involved, so, yeah, that's cool. Yeah.
Oh, rude. Rude. There's no makeup involved. You're already as old as shit.
Oh. Rob Zombie's The Munsters. Now, I'm not a huge Rob Zombie fan. His music's got a few catchy songs, but I was really nervous about him tackling this classic sitcom from from 1964, which, had Herman Munster, Lily, Grandpa Eddie, and their niece Marilyn. So, their counterparts, the Addams Family, they got full screen treatments and they were successful. So now they're finally getting their full screen due with Rob Zombie's The Munsters. So they released a photo of the characters, which, a lot of people feared, they weren't going to look like their iconic selves. And turns out they're pretty damn good. There's only a few little alterations, but it's not that bad at all.
I do remember watching bits and pieces of this, actually, because they all look super familiar.
No, the original Munsters was a really good show. And so I'm excited to see what Rob Zombie does with it. I mean, Rob Zombie has a healthy admiration for the creepy and all that stuff. But, the Munsters was like the Addams Family in that it was, it's a bunch of monsters and stuff, but it was actually, it was a good show. So it'll be interesting to see what they do with it.
Well,
I don't know.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm the jury's out.
But you're on the Addams Family side, though, right? Growing up, that's what you preferred? Because that was usually like, what team are you on, if you are on one?
I was Team Addams Family, but I also enjoyed the Munsters greatly.
Right.
I mean, just from looking at them from a visual perspective, I think the Munsters look a little bit better than the Addams Family, just by comparison.
Because they have the iconic monster looks, right? You got Frankenstein, you got vampires, werewolves. Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yep.
I don't know who this doofus is in the back of the Addams Family.
It's Lurch, isn't it?
Which one? The bald one or the tall one?
The tall one.
Lurch. He's their butler.
Well, I like the other guy better.
Right.
In my opinion, is the only opinion that matters. Just kidding.
Well, here's a little tidbit. I'm going to actually be Herman Munster tomorrow or Saturday with going out with my kids. So I got my costume picked up. So
Nice.
That's wild.
yeah. So I have some makeup on, which I'm not crazy about. Yeah, I'll send pics.
Like it.
We're going all out because my daughter's 13 and that's probably it. You know, last year doesn't really count because, you know, COVID and everything. So one last hurrah with the family. We never really dressed up before. So yeah, be pretty cool.
Cherish those. You're lucky you have a 9-year-old because when they're done with their last Halloween, you would give anything for one more.
I know. It went by so quick. Remember when they were just like in their little costume. Megan, you just appreciate it. Appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, doesn't work.
That's why I still trick or treat.
I just buy my own candy and eat the bag.
Steve just comes up to the door as himself and just tells these terrible, like these Sam Kinison like jokes. And then the cops get called, but he grabs the candy before he runs away.
She doesn't even let me tell a joke. She opens the door, throws a Snickers, and hits me in the head, and then slams the door on my face.
Indiana Jones fans, they are, there's a big theory that this new film might have some time travel elements involved. Now, as fans, no, you don't like it?
No,
No.
you say no.
No? Didn't even get to the question. So you think...
I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, it's fine. Do you think... The reason why they say this is because there's been people in like Roman gladiator gear, and then you got Nazis, and then there's Harrison Ford's wearing those de-aging dots all over his face. So do you think it's flashbacks maybe? Or maybe it's a damn, maybe he's on a studio set, who knows? But some people think it's time
I
travel.
hope it's flashbacks.
Yeah. So no time travel, right?
Yeah.
You're out.
Fuck that.
Where's Joey when you need him? Because I'm about to say something that he's not going to like. And that is, I thought, because I know that he went back and he watched it and if I remember correctly, he liked it, right? Because he had this whole theory about why he decided he changed his mind on it. But I'm still in the boat where, I would have thought that after Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, they would have just quit making Indiana Jones movies at that point.
Right.
But no, here we are.
Well,
So
you know,
we are.
It's going to be good. I haven't done any research on it. So you tell me, is it going to be any good? Are we like back to the originals again where it's actually something that we can watch and enjoy? Or are we just taking a step down the fucking loophole here? What is that? What's a hyperloop? What is that hole called that you can like travel through?
Timescape or Stargate?
I don't know. It's a hole. That's all I know.
Wormhole.
There we go. Are we just going to jump further down the wormhole?
Well, we got a great director. I guess that's what gives me faith is James Mangold. He did Logan and he did Ford v Ferrari. 2 great films. So I'm hoping the way if you see Ford v Ferrari, like the way he filmed the race scenes, like it was awesome. It was action packed, even though the cars are they're going in one direction the whole time, but just...
So I have a question.
Yeah.
In Ford versus Ferrari, which one won, Ferrari or Ford?
Ford.
I didn't watch it.
All right, done. Not watching it.
It's a true story. It really happened.
It's ludicrous.
It happened. They cheated. It happened.
Well, if they cheated, fine.
According to the movie, they cheated, but...
Was there
But it's like King Kong versus Godzilla. King Kong has no chance.
They transformed.
Was there a demand for this film, or are they just trying to? Because franchises are so big right now, and they've been big for a while. Are they still just trying to profit off of that franchise wheel that's working really well in Hollywood?
Yeah, they can't come up with anything original.
No,
they really can't.
Well, expanding on the original idea, making it your own, that's creative. But to do like a remake, I'm not digging that at all. I think that's very lazy right there. And I get it. There's not a lot of...
At some point in our life, we all kept saying, I want more of that. And directors listened. And they should never have listened.
That's where they stopped listening, though.
Exactly like that.
They forgot to listen to the part like, here's what I would do if I had it. Boom. They didn't listen to that part. They just like, okay, we'll just go back to the original and we'll just exactly do the same thing. And then we'll all get paid.
More Lord of the Rings. I want 74 Harry Potter films.
But I don't want them called Harry Potter anymore. They're Fantastic Beasts.
Hey everybody, Jonah Hardenbrook coming to you with a great cocktail that you can make up not only for this Halloween weekend, but really it's great for the entire fall. Now, because it is Halloween, I'm calling it Blueberries and Cream. The nice thing about this drink is how simple it is. Unlike so many other drink recipes that you may see in social media this time of year that involve overly complicated processes or ingredients that you've never heard of, let alone be able to find, this one is really simple. There's only 4 items that you need to even mix this up. The first one is Sexton Single Malt Irish Whiskey. Now, if you've never had Sexton Single Malt Irish Whiskey, I highly recommend it. I'm usually not an Irish whiskey fan anyway, but this is one of the smoothest whiskeys I've ever had. Not only does it taste great by itself, but it works really well in a cocktail like this. The second ingredient you're going to need is a blueberry syrup. It's typically highly concentrated, so we only need a little bit of that. We're going to have cream soda, and then we're going to top it off at the end with some chai masala spices. So again, 4 simple ingredients is all you need. There's a couple of different ways that you can mix this up. If you've got a mixing tin, I would recommend mixing it into the mixing tin. But let's say that you don't have that mixing tin handy. You've got just the glass here like what I've got in my hand right now. What you're going to do is you're going to start with fresh ice. You're going to add 2 ounces of that Sexton Single Malt Irish Whiskey. You're going to add a smidge of the blueberry syrup next. And when I say a smidge, I really mean a smidge. Again, this stuff is highly concentrated and a little goes a long way. If you add too much, it's going to taste like cough syrup. And no one wants to be drinking cough syrup as a cocktail. The next thing you're going to add is that cream soda. Just pour that right over the top. And then go ahead and stir that up with a spoon or whatever you've got handy. After you've got that all mixed up, you're going to add those chai masala spices right to the top. Just sprinkle that right over the top with your fingers. Again, you don't need a lot of that. A little will go a long way here, and just let that sit right there on the top. Next thing you got to do is take a drink and enjoy it. It's good. It's really good. Again, 4 simple ingredients. Mixes for a perfect cocktail, not only for Halloween this weekend, but for the entire fall season. Whether you are entertaining guests at a costume party this weekend or have one in your hand while you're handing out candy and listening to bad jokes to trick-or-treaters, this is one that you can't go wrong with. Try it out, let us know your thoughts, and as always, have a safe and happy Halloween and drink responsibly.
Yes. No, I know. Well, a lot of people, they saw that Chris Pratt Photoshop of him, as Indiana Jones, and a lot of people were, I think, more on the boat of let's do a James Bond thing, let's just recast, have adventures in that time period, and just keep going. And yeah, Ford's like almost 80 years old, so this is his last one for sure. I
would be down with Chris Pratt being Indiana Jones. I could see that, but not Indiana Jones, but like maybe like you take on the whole Ghostbuster idea.
Ohio Jones.
Yeah, there you go. Ohio Jones. I like that.
We named the dog Ohio.
Iowa. Why not Iowa Jones?
Oh gosh, no one's going to see that. No one's
awesome.
going to see that. Sponsored by Hy-Vee.
And Mark Wahlberg's in it.
Big brain on his ass. Oh God. No.
Say hello to your mother for me.
Hey, I worked out for the part. I still can't act with this shit, but hey, I got muscles. Try my protein drinks. Indiana Jones 5 stars Harrison Ford, Mads Mikkelsen, Phoebe Waller-Bridge, and Antonio Banderas. Well, as I mentioned earlier, DC Fandom came out, a week or so ago, and they dropped a lot of trailers and knowledge, all that stuff. The Batman. I know we've seen the trailer already for this movie, but I think this is the second trailer, third trailer. I lost track, but what do you guys think?
Second.
Are you second? Yep. Are we digging it?
I cannot wait.
Yeah.
It looks awesome. Yeah, I'm super stoked for it. I'm hearing good things. It was one of those things where Robert Pattinson was like when Michael Keaton was first cast, everyone's like, oh my God, no. And everybody said the same thing about Robert Pattinson because of sparkly vampires. But,
yeah.
The dude's been in a million good things since then. So,
oh yeah.
I'm ready for it.
Well, I've been on board from the very beginning. I'd just like to state that.
I have too.
I knew, and I've been saying this all along, that, Robert is a very skilled actor. I think the word I want to use is versatile, because he can really just play anything. And I have seen a lot of his other work. I actually made a point to see some of the films that maybe didn't make, I guess, like headlines for like social media, things that you would, look out for to watch. And I think he did a really good job. And sometimes he plays in really like low budget movies. Like he has been doing that, and he makes that whole film. So I'm also super excited. I did want to bring up the fact that, and I told Steve this, and I'm just bringing it up because I think it's funny. Did y'all hear that line in the trailer where the character says, "I've been trying to reach you"?
Is that
through the glass?
The Riddler. Yep.
Well, yeah. Well,
you can't tell what he said, right?
Yeah, I just the thing that that's what he said. But what went through my mind was, "I've been trying to reach you about your car's extended warranty," and now I can't get that out of my head.
It's a Geico commercial.
Well, it's like on every TikTok video out there if you watch TikTok.
Oh, that's funny. Well, because a lot of
you about your car's extended warranty. I literally was enjoying the trailer. I was so excited for it. I kid you not. And then as soon as he said that line, I was like, God damn it.
Well, a lot of people were saying they couldn't hear the line that Batman said when he hit the window.
Oh, I didn't hear what he said.
I think he said, "What'd you do with them?" or something like that. But it's so like, so he was like channeling Bale, but.
And Christian Bale came back and did the voiceover.
I got this. Like, all right, perfect, Christian. Here's your $1 million. Here's your Rolex. It's not engraved. Get out. No, I dug it. The Riddler kind of is like an S&M version. You've seen his face thing, right? With it looks different. But I'm sure it's gonna work. They did show the figures, the action figures, and so I guess he's got like a blue raincoat thing with the hood over, and then he's got like a mask. So I know they can't really incorporate the classic look, but yeah, I get it. It's dark and grungy, and Matt Reeves, the director, he said that they're trying to be even more real than Nolan did. The bullets bouncing off of him, that was badass. That was crazy. I was wondering though, like, are any going to ricochet into your face because you don't have that protected? But that's just the old cliche or whatever in those films. But
shot of Colin, I still can't believe that's him
at the end. Or that was good.
No, like,
oh, take it easy, sweetheart. Take it easy, sweetheart. Dude, he does not look. It's unbelievable how much makeup they put on him. They like created a whole new actor.
Stared at him. I was like, "That's not him. This is not him. There's no way that doesn't look anything like him."
He's more of a gangster. Like, was Penguin really a gangster in the comics, or is this kind of a new take?
So in the comics, he's kind of like a gang leader.
Oh, it makes sense.
Like a mafia type boss.
Oh shit! Okay, they've never done that. That's for sure.
Well, and he wasn't like that in the comics for a long, long time. But I think to update the Penguin and make him less what the hell,
Yep. Right.
You know what I kind of hope about this film, and I've never really thought of this for other films, is I really hope that they release more, or at least create like the set photos, because I feel like that would have been really like cool to see. All the set photos that they take during production.
Oh yeah.
I bet they usually release those after a film. I bet they do, because this would be a big movie.
I typically don't look for those, but I think this would be a film that I would look at those.
It's shot very well. That whole diner beginning scene, that was really cool. The car looks amazing. I mean, even though it's just, it's like it's between year 1 and 2, I think they said. So he's not completely starting from scratch, but like he's building his own stuff still. Alfred looks great. first Alfred to have facial hair in a movie. He had like the little mustache in Batman series and the comics. So this is, I think, more of the new Alfred. I don't know if you're familiar with that, Steve. He's got more of a history of like, you know, he's done some shit. He's seen some shit. You know, he doesn't just serve dinner.
Yeah, he was like that in the comics too. Of course, Alfred's dead now, but
the old school
in the
one.
comics. But
yeah. Oh, is he? Oh shit.
Yep.
No.
Spoiler alert.
Excited for
Spoiler
Zoe
alert.
Kravitz.
Oh yeah, Catwoman. Yeah, she looks great.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
like,
that's gonna be sweet, dude.
yeah, the action, the scale of everything. I mean, it just the performances look really great. I got only one critique, and it's stupid, but it's like the only thing I can really find that's negative. Like, I don't like his hair, Robert Pattinson's hair.
As Bruce Wayne, I don't either.
It's too long. Yeah.
It's unique, and it'll be interesting to see what they do with it.
Right. I hope they like buzz it like the first 5 minutes. Just get that off there. That'd be great. He just looks emo. He's like, Alfred, I don't want to go anywhere. It's like, all right.
He's listening to 21 Pilots all day.
They don't understand me. Where's my records? Yeah.
Give me the new Fall Out Boy.
It's weird that they have a hairstyle like that because that's definitely not his signature hairstyle.
No.
It's interesting. It was definitely a movie requirement.
And I know it's silly,
sure.
but that's like the only thing I don't like when I'm seeing. I just think I don't know. Just too high maintenance.
emo.
I don't know.
I think it looks emo.
Yeah, it does. It does. Maybe that's what they're going for.
I wouldn't have thought of that before.
Yeah.
You said it, but
I started
yeah.
it. I'm sorry.
oh, if you type that in, it says the Batman teaser reveals Robert Pattinson looking very emo.
That's my only complaint, but it's fine. It's fine. Everything else looks great. I like the bat suit. Yes, it's very rugged and stuff, but I get it. And I hope that thing about the gun that killed his parents is his emblem. Like, I think that would be really badass. I'm not sure if that's the case, but, you know, because it looks like he took a gun and melted it for the bat symbol.
You don't do that?
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's a new take, right? I'm digging it, man. I think it looks great. I'm excited. March 4th, guys. It'll be here before we know it. So, unless it gets delayed, let's hope not. But yeah, there's like 2 more films planned. There's a couple spin-off series in the works through HBO Max. Yeah, they're definitely building their own universe here. And perhaps it's a new universe that the Flash, getting into that. This is like a Flashpoint tale, you know, where Barry Allen goes back. And there's like a ripple effect probably that changes the present once he comes back. So there's a good chance like they're somehow rebooting the Snyderverse, if you will. But what did you guys think of the Flash teaser? It was just a teaser.
It was, I think they were a little unnecessary with the teasing.
Yeah.
I mean, clearly that was Keaton's Batman.
Yeah.
And then we all knew it was a Batmobile underneath the tarp. Just show the goddamn Batmobile.
Right.
But it does look cool. I mean, don't get me wrong.
Right.
I wanted to see those things. That's all. I'm just being selfish. But
No, I get it. I would have just fucked with the audience. I would have put Adam West's Batmobile underneath there and just revealed that. And then that's the last shot. And just see like how many people lose their shit. Like, what?
Exactly.
No, but Keaton's voiceover, that was awesome. I didn't catch that till the second viewing of the teaser.
Oh, that was him talking?
Yeah, that's him
Yep.
talking.
I wondered what well-spoken gentleman was speaking
Right?
in that trailer. I thought it was, what's his nuts?
Ezra Miller?
Yeah.
No.
Of course not. That's stupid of me. I should give myself a lashing, Jesus.
I thought it was cool. I was like, wow, they're going right to Keaton because that was the big tease. You got the cowl at the end. That was awesome. Yeah, that was a cool shot. So yeah, it definitely was a teaser, but I did notice that the other Barry Allen, hanging out with them, if you know, you've seen there's a couple scenes where they're spray painting the Flash symbol on like boots and stuff. Well, if you look very closely, it's actually a refurbished bat suit, Keaton's bat suit. He spray paints over. Yeah. I didn't catch that until someone pointed out, like, oh my God, that's so cool. It's right there on Front Street the whole time. And they also teased the image too, but very interesting to see what they have in store for us. Yeah, some of the shots of the new Flash suit, very CG heavy, and I'm hoping they're going to fix that up a little bit, but there is like close-ups with him with the cowl and stuff, and it Looks good. It's very early to tell, of course, but I mean, hell, I'll be there. I mean, it looks, it's a big story. They got a lot to pull off, and I know they're going to do it their own way, but, you know, Flashpoint's a big deal, and even if it's familiar, it's gotta work just right. So, yeah, any predictions for not Flashpoint, The Flash? Like, do you think it's going to reset things, or anything like that?
I don't know. I think they'll probably leave it vague. So if it does well and they want to go to timeline A, B, or C, they can do that.
Yeah, sounds right. What about you, Megan?
Concur.
Any ideas?
I concur.
You concur? You concur?
Yeah, I concur.
Great. Well, it's Halloween season, so last 2 trailers are very Halloween centric. The Black Phone. This stars Ethan Hawke as a predator, right, basically, but it has a little twist to it, a unique take on it, if you will. What do you guys think of this trailer, The Black Phone?
I'm not going to see it.
It's too disturbing?
No,
just doesn't look interesting.
Dumb.
This dumb? Yeah. I thought the phone thing was cool.
I don't know. What took me out of it was the phone rings, it rings again, and then it rings like super crazy long, but phones don't do that.
They do in the Scream movies.
I'm totally being sarcastic because, you know, like you're going to use that as your reality pivot point. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No, I mean, I think it looks like it's got some good, it's original at least.
Yeah. Right.
It looks original to me. So, I mean, I think it has an interesting premise with the, you know, victims calling this kid and all that. So, I mean, we'll see what it ends up like, but I thought the premise looked pretty good.
Yeah, it looks good. I didn't know where it was going until the phone thing. I was like, oh, that's super interesting. Like all these kids are calling, but it's like, is he the only one that can hear the phone? Because that's going to be a problem if the
right. Yeah, exactly.
It's a different take. I'm sure it'll have several more sequels that will destroy it if it's, you know, been received well. Well, hope not, but yeah, that's how it goes. You know. It's like, oh, let's just... It
is exactly how it goes, especially with horror movies.
Yes, especially with that. Yes. Last trailer, Scream, 2022 this time. Yeah, that's what they're doing now. They're calling, you know, a new Halloween film Halloween, even though it's an old title. But it's fine. It's fine. This is the fifth Scream film. It's been like 10 years since 4. I don't think 4 like set well with a lot of people, and you could say most of them didn't set well with anybody, but the first one was really good, I think, you know, and then you have that problem making sequels to a, you know, classic horror film. I think it looks pretty good. They incorporate smart devices now. I thought that was really clever with the locking mechanism. Very terrifying. So I guess Google is the villain in this film. Spoilers. They got the gang back together. They seem like they've aged pretty well. Their performances seem to be more tame, I guess. I mean, it's just a trailer, but yeah, what were your thoughts? Are you a fan of the franchise?
This one I honestly didn't like as much.
Yeah.
And the only reason why was I felt the trailer spent an inordinate amount of time saying, "Hi, I was in the first film." And then like reintroducing everybody like that. And you can't convince me David Arquette is good at anything.
That scene with the bullets, though, that was kind of cool. You know, walking down the hall.
The fact that he's even still relevant is...
It's a testament that one of the seals have been broken.
Yeah, thank you.
It's just funny how they get the gang back together, but like every Scream movie is the same. They always get back together. So it's like,
yeah, hey. And in this one, it's like, yeah, I was in the first movie. Hey, me too. I was in the first movie. Hey, kids, you're stupid and we're cool because we're in the first movie. Hello, Sydney. I mean, come on.
You ever seen a grown man naked?
Now, I will say this. Neve Campbell.
Yeah.
That's a yes.
Oh.
He has.
Yeah, she looks good. They all look good. Yeah. Yeah. Especially David Arquette, you know.
Oh, he looks so great.
It looks like
he get COVID?
He probably did.
He had it during the film. I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe I'd get COPD first and then get COVID.
COPD. Did you like all the Scream films?
I like the first two. And I haven't seen any since. I haven't seen the other 16.
Oh, so you haven't seen the TV series?
I'm not. There's a TV series?
Yeah, MTV had a TV series. It's not related to the films. Thank God.
I'm not a horror movie fan.
Really? Not even Scream?
I could pass on all things horror related. Oh yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Just skip over that genre completely. I don't make a point to go out of my way to do anything that's horror related.
Not even like the spoofs on them, like Scary Movie?
Nope.
Nope.
I can't watch horror movies for a number of reasons. One, because I do have terrible anxiety, so I don't like jump scares or anything like that.
Yeah.
I don't not knowing what's going on. And then there are the horror movies where they're just like, why would you do that? Because you know something bad is going to happen if you do that. So what? So why would you do that? So then I get angry. So they're not for me.
I gotcha.
Nothing horror related for Megan.
I already am a horror, so.
Well,
Jesus.
Oh, not that. A horror. Not horror.
Oh, horror. Got it.
You've heard of Uber. You've heard of Lyft. DoorDash? You've heard of it. This Halloween, everyone will have heard of Vandy. Our team of drivers have windowless vans and will be looking for groups of children to give candy to. Kids should not settle for just visiting neighbors that they've known most of their lives. Kids should be able to get as much candy as possible. What better way to get it than from a stranger with a van full of candy? Our drivers are dressed in fun, evil clown outfits and have a wide range of candy. And they also have tricks, rope, duct tape, and hacksaws for the adventurous little tykes. This Halloween, be on the lookout for Vandy.
recommendations for the Halloween season.
Squid Game, I guess. I love that film or love that series.
Doesn't that give you anxiety?
No, it didn't. It didn't give me anxiety. It's not that horror-ish.
Yeah.
Sounds like I'm saying whore. Horror-ish. So, it's good. It's definitely a suspenseful movie, but not like a suspenseful chiller or anything like that.
Okay. That's very popular right now. Still have to see it.
Huge. I play Roblox with my child sometimes, and they have a game that is very similar to the games that you play in the series.
Interesting.
And I hear that's everywhere. It's on across all different types of platforms.
Nice. Very nice. What about you, Steve? Any recommendations?
Well, I haven't listened to the review yet of Halloween Kills, but I've seen it.
Yes. Did it kill?
I loved it, and the only reason I loved it, I didn't like it because it was a great film. It's not. And I'll talk about why it's not specifically. But, I mean, I love supernatural, soulless, evil creatures that just randomly kill people in creative ways. I mean, to me, it's just entertaining.
Yep.
It's cathartic. And so in that sense, I freaking loved it, you know, and they set it up for the last film in the trilogy pretty good.
Agreed.
Yeah, so I mean that'll be fun, but you know, I was talking to Terrell about this, and we were talking about the mental patient that they all just ganged up on.
Yeah.
He said I texted him Halloween Kills, and I gave it 2 thumbs up. He goes, "Evil dies tonight," and I said, "And so do mental patients apparently," and he made the best point. He goes, no one in that town has seen Michael Myers' body type if they think that guy was Michael Myers.
Yes.
and then the next part of that made it just blisteringly stupid was when Michael Anthony Hall, after, you know, the guy kills himself, you know, he says to the girl, "I'm sorry." "Oh, it's okay, man. No problem. You're bad. I get it."
He had a 16 candles flashback.
Yeah, it was like, come on, man. Just So stupid. But again, I mean, that's not why I watch those movies. I watched that movie because, the lady can't move and she's on the floor almost dead, and she's watching Michael Myers stab her husband with like 7 different knives.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That to me was just hilarious. So.
And you watch for comedic value?
Yes, very much so.
Okay.
So did you find it more entertaining than 2018? Because a lot of people who didn't like 2018's Halloween like this one better.
So I liked them both. I think the story in the first one, the 2018, was better.
Yeah. I agree.
But I thought this one was funnier.
Yeah. Yeah, and there's...
No, I don't think it's supposed to intentionally be funny.
Right.
But, when I say funnier, I'm not saying that all snobby, like, this movie's so bad it's funny. No, I'm saying that it's entertaining. It's got more of a, absurd, holy crap feel to, like, the kills and the amount of kills.
Right.
And this is, I think, Jamie Lee Curtis, this is her 4th or 5th movie?
If you're counting, like, all the ones she ever did, not the ones that count.
Yeah, if you count the old ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this is the first one where she didn't even have a scene with Michael Myers.
Yeah.
So that was interesting.
That's
I enjoyed them both. I really did. And I didn't dislike this movie and just think it was hilarious, like unintentionally hilarious.
Yeah.
I mean, I did. I enjoyed it.
I didn't think the writing was as good as the last one. I still think the original is the best. That one, that started a whole new premise. And after that, it's the new one's not as bad as like Friday the 13th, got, it's actually got some like more quality there,
right. Absolutely.
Very, very beautiful film, like look wise, and decorate, set decorations and all that. But I will say this, I don't agree to people saying he's a homophobe. I think that's so stupid. He just likes to kill people. So, for those who've seen it, you know what I'm talking about?
Online.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw a comment online that he killed so many straight people that he would be homophobic if he didn't kill those people.
No shit. Yeah.
So that was just ridiculous.
Yeah, and I really enjoyed those flashbacks they did. That was super cool. I thought like it really was probably the high point. I would say it was just cool to go back to that time. And then the dude that plays Dr. Loomis like looks just like Donald Pleasance. Like
I know, man.
It was really good. Yeah, it's done pretty damn well. It had a lot of high points. A lot of it, the writing suffered. I thought, and it seemed like no one could say anything but "Evil dies tonight," and especially Anthony Michael Hall. It's like line.
Yeah,
it was a cool movie, and I recommend the first one and the 2018 one. And if you like the other ones, that's fine. But these 3 are pretty solid, I would say. And we got one more coming. So.
Agreed.
Also recommend Jacob's Ladder. That's from 1990. It stars Tim Robbins. He's a Vietnam vet that's come home and he sees all these weird images and he can't really explain it. It's really, really good film. It's more of a thriller, I would say. I don't know if you've ever seen it, Steve.
I've not.
Oh, it's really good. I highly recommend it. And Megan probably won't touch it, of course, and I understand. But it's really good. It's a trip. It's got a young Macaulay Culkin in it. It's before he got, big with Home Alone and all that stuff. Yeah. Really good film. And if you want to laugh, check out What We Do in the Shadows. That's from 2014. It's like all these vampires live together and they've been around forever and they got like a film crew. It's very Office style. Really funny. I don't know did you ever see it, Steve?
I did not.
It's awesome. You got to see it. Megan, you've seen the movie or just the show?
I've seen the movie with Jerome.
Yes.
And because I'm such a huge Flight of the Conchords fan that I will see anything that either him or Brent is in.
Right. And Taika Waititi was in it. And it's really funny.
He's also equally as funny.
Super cool movie. It's it's got a spinoff werewolf show right now. I think it's on HBO Max, maybe. Haven't seen it yet, but the show on FX is still it's a continuation and it's got a new cast and it's very successful and funny. So definitely go check those out.
Would you call it dry humor, Josh?
It's like The Office, it's like, there's a lot of camera and then they float and turn into bats and fight each other. It's hilarious. You just got to see it. It's so funny.
I didn't know that he was in it. I loved Flight of the Conchords.
Oh, you'll love this movie. It's really good.
Yeah, it's just Jerome, in it.
Nice.
Both of them,
You have to see it. Yeah, it's
yeah,
good.
but obviously funny. They're both funny, but
It's very good. All right, let's get into our next topic, laugh or slam. This segment, basically, Megan and I will tell jokes to Steve like it's a trick-or-treat night. You know, that yearly tradition where you get kids that come to your house and they tell mostly shitty jokes.
Only in central Iowa do kids tell jokes.
Oh, that's true.
really?
You're right. Yes.
So for our listeners that may not be in the area, in central Iowa, some bad thing happened. I don't know if it was chemicals in the water, but people decided to start making kids tell jokes on Halloween.
They have to earn it.
So you have to earn it, right?
Wholesome values.
So
Midwest
right,
values.
so that's wholesome values. So yeah, here. So that's why we're doing the joke. I will say slam if it's not funny, and I will laugh my ass off if it's funny.
Excellent. So I'll go then Megan. All right, here we go. Where do werewolves store the candy they get from trick-or-treating?
Where?
In a warehouse.
Slam.
My nose.
I went trick-or-treating in the red light district. All I
Slam.
got was tricks. Hey, all I got was tricks. Wasn't done yet.
Snicker.
Why is Superman's costume so tight-fitting?
Why?
Because it's a size S.
Slam.
Why do skeletons never go trick-or-treating?
Why?
They have no body to go with.
Slam.
What?
Who did Frankenstein go trick-or-treating with?
Who's that?
His ghoul friend.
Laugh.
Wow, okay. Nice.
I told a knock-knock joke to Steve trick-or-treating last Halloween. All I got was a couple of Snickers.
Laugh.
I added your name.
That's why I gave it a laugh. Otherwise, it was a slam.
Oh, God. How do you write a book about Halloween?
How?
With a ghostwriter.
Slam.
I'm going trick-or-treating with my gran tonight. It's the only time I can take her out as she's been dead for 10 years.
Laugh. Oh, that's great.
Nice. This has been Laugh or Slam. All right. That was good. Not bad. Everyone out there, hope you have a good Halloween. Yeah, we'll be back. With that said, I'm Josh.
I'm Steve.
I'm Megan.
Take care.
See ya.
See ya.